Hi, my name is Donna, and welcome to my retired Christian life. And this is my first episode, and thought I'd just tell you a little bit about myself and kind of what to expect on this channel. And I hope you stick around and listen to the rest of it. Number one, I am retired. I retired about 6 months ago now. I'm going to take my glasses off here. I retired about 6 months ago. I had a part-time job and it turned into a full-time job, and I decided enough was enough. So I am enjoying being retired. And honestly, I was retired once before, and I retired from my permanent job back in May of 2021. I was an accountant for a not-for-profit company, and I retired from that at 65 and a half. And then I discovered that I kind of missed working. I was really surprised. I live alone, and I think I miss the hate to say it, the camaraderie of going to work and working with my peers and everything. And I just kind of miss the people interaction. So I temped for a while, and then I found a permanent part-time job, and I was there about 2 years. And I decided last summer that I was done working. So here I am. Part of my story, I want to talk about being retired and that journey. And I'm also a Christian, and I will be talking a little bit about the Bible, that type of thing. I hope that's your cup of tea. If it's not, then you might want to stick around and just hear what I have to say. So a little bit more about me. I like to knit, and I have my funny side and I have my serious side. So here's my funny side. This is an emotional support chicken, and I'm gonna do this here. Oh, she doesn't have her second leg on yet. This is Henny Penny, and Henny Penny, of course, needed to have a friend. So this is Cluck Norris. And after I knit these chickens, they came out with a pattern to put legs on them. And so far I've just done the one prototype, and her leg isn't on yet. So, and also, I like to travel a little bit. And I made this giraffe. There was a giraffe in a zoo about 10, 12 years ago. And I forget which zoo it was. But anyways, they watched this baby giraffe being born. And so this is my giraffe. And he's got a little tail in the back. And sometimes my giraffe and I will take little trips around. I live in Indiana. Take trips around Indiana. And sometimes I call him RC. Sometimes RC and I take little trips, and if nobody's around, I will take a picture of RC doing some antics. And that is my funny side of my life. Another thing I also like to do first thing in the morning is I have a daily journal that I use, and I started doing this when I retired back in August. And normally I have done journal entries, and then after a while I just don't do them anymore. But this time I've stuck with it, and I really enjoyed it. And the first thing I do every morning is when I wake up, I look at the weather and I see what the temperature is at that point in time, and I write it down. And then I write down, it's cloudy, sunny, whatever. So, and then if there's any bad weather coming around, I'll take note of that. So that is something I do every morning. And then I just write my thoughts for the day or what happened yesterday. One other thing I do is if it's an important in the news, like yesterday, dating my time here, but yesterday was the Super Bowl, so I recorded who won. And I'm not a Super Bowl fan, but I think the Eagles won the Patriots, so don't quote me on that. And I also write down some thoughts, and I thought I would share. I'm looking down at my notes here. I thought I would share one thing I wrote about this morning, and the thought in my head was fear. Is fear a friend or a foe? And we had ice here in Indiana over the weekend, and I am terrified of falling on ice and driving in ice. So I was trying to plan my day. Yesterday, I didn't go to church. I don't normally go to church, but I didn't go anywhere yesterday because it was icy out. And this afternoon, I waited till it was about 33 out, and I ran to the store, and that was just fine. Oh, and another thing, the flu is really bad here in Northeast Indiana, and one of the hospitals is restricting visitors from visiting people in the hospital because the flu's so bad. So that's kind of another fear I have of mine, is fear of getting sick. And is fear a friend or a foe? Is it a friend when you're being cautious? You know, like a fear of slipping on ice. I guess that's a good thing. You know, trying not to be cautious, but being fearful to go anywhere, that's probably not so good. So that would be the faux part. And as for going to the hospital, fortunately, I don't know anybody in the hospital, but I probably would not go to a hospital right now. So that is just a little bit about me. Oh, I do like telling silly jokes. I was driving to the store before, and it was the joke of the afternoon. And here's the joke. It's a groaner. It is, what do you call four? Oh my gosh, I forgot who they were. What do you call four men who are sinking in quicksand? And the answer is Cuatro Cinco. I thought that was kind of funny. And also, a lot of people I watch on YouTube like to talk about their groceries. So I did go to the grocery store, and here's my grocery list. I'm not going to go through everything I did or everything I bought. But when I bought eggs today, I couldn't find a price anywhere. And I thought, oh, I'm in a rich store. You don't have to say how much they are. That's awful. But they were $4.99 for Kroger's large eggs. And I eat an egg for breakfast every morning, so I'm going to buy them no matter how much they cost. I enjoy them. I do not eat out very often. I cook from scratch. I enjoy cooking. And so today, it was about an average day. I spent $55 and I saved $13.77. And this was all food. I didn't buy any non-grocery items. And the price of food's gotten higher in prices, so I've kind of cut back on what I buy. And this week I splurged and I bought 2 little pints of ice cream. They were on sale, 2 for $5. So I'm calling that my quasi non-grocery item. I think we need to have a little bit of fun, and for me, buying 2 little ice cream containers is my fun. And if I buy a larger container, it will be gone just as fast as the 2 smaller ones. So saving a few calories. So on to my Christianity talk. I ordered this book, and it's called Choosing Joy. It may be backwards on the computer here. And it's by Darling Shack. And it's Discovering Joy, not because life is perfect, but because God is faithful. And it came in the mail today. And I don't do a whole lot of doodling. However, if you want to doodle, here's a page. You can write notes. If you want to do some coloring, you could color on the pages. I know a lot of people like to do that. I've tried it, and I'm not good at it, but I may try that. I also enjoy reading through the 1-year chronological Bible. And I have this. This is my 2nd year going through it. And this one is a journaling Bible. I'm just going to open a page. And you can write on the columns, on the edges, which I do. I listen to two women every day, or just about every day. It's called the Daily Bible Podcast with Trisha and Michelle, and they discuss the scripture for the day, and I enjoy listening to them. And they're repeating the second year, and it's good to hear it over again, because we don't always remember what we read or learned a year ago. And I also have another Bible. I just bought it this year. It's called the Daily Walk Bible. And it's Daily Walk. Let me start over. It's Walk Through, THRU, the Bible. And I get a daily devotional from them every morning, and I read that every day, obviously, for several years. And I like it because it gives a little insight about the scripture they're discussing. And the part I really like is there's prayers at the end of the daily devotional. And the prayer is praise, confession, affirmation, and then it gives a list of a few things you could pray for that day. It varies from day to day. It could be anything from missions in different countries to what's on your heart today. And then at the end is the closing. And what I do is I read the Psalms out loud. Most of the prayer parts are Psalms, and Psalms are meant to be read. And I live alone, so I do read them out loud, and it makes my brain think instead of just read, because sometimes we skim through things and we don't really think about what we're reading. So I enjoy doing that. And anyways, the reason I started talking about this is the Daily Walk Bible. They came up with this is new this year, a Bible where you can walk through the Bible in a year. And let me see if I can pull up a day here. Well, here's January 15th. I can't read what's on here because I don't have my glasses on. But when you get to a new section, it gives a little outline of what the scriptures say. And I kind of like that. It's an overview. And then it'll highlight the chapters and what the important parts of the chapter are. And I really like that because it kind of gives you I like to see an overview before I start reading something. So that is my Bible journey. And what I kind of like to do, I haven't done a good job of getting to it, but I'd like to read through the Bible slowly in about 3-year time frame. And instead of reading through the Bible in a year, when you read 3 chapters a day, I'd like to slow it down a little bit and read 1 chapter a day. And my fear, is it a friend or a foe, is I fear I might say something that really isn't right in the Bible. And that's my biggest fear. But I think I need to have faith that I'm speaking from my heart, which is what I'm doing. So I'm still thinking about doing that. But anyways, I wanted to start a channel. And hopefully I'll give you a little bit of fluff of what's going on in my retirement life. And also we can talk about our Christian walk. So if you're still here, thank you for listening in. And if you'd like to comment, please let me know if you think fear is a friend or a foe. And when is it out of control? That might be something good to talk about. Anyways, I hope to... I haven't decided how often I'm going to do these podcasts, so that's still kind of up in the air, I'll be honest, whenever I get brave to do it again. So anyways, I hope to see you soon and take care. Bye.